it's an exciting night. This is the first official match we're taping for round 2 of the singles championship tournament. I am joined here by my faithful co-host, Philadelphia Bill Cariola. Bill, how are we doing this evening?
I'm doing good. This should be a good old time. Neither of these two are strangers to the trivia community. Both their resumes speak for themselves. Matthew having a crazy good round 1 match against Tony Durso. Excellent stuff. So, Boatman, I mean, that guy's CV is like longer than my arrest record. So it's pretty insane. So
that's insanely long. Goodness
gracious. That is a lot of misdemeanors. A lot of misdemeanors. So I think we should just bring these kids in, see what they're gonna do.
Yeah, well, we're gonna bring in Matthew. Here he is, and I believe Joe's his manager, right?
Yes.
So we'll bring them in. Matthew, like Bill said, strong showing against Tony in round 1. Of course, you know that just earned you the right to play Caleb in round 2. How are you feeling this evening?
I think I definitely, got some good luck in that match against Tony. So hopefully, that stays with me here. I know Boatman pretty well. Like, we were both pretty good friends, same, in Rogue Nation. And so I know I'm in for a really tough match. So I'm just hoping to keep up.
And since, we don't allow people to do the same strengths back to back, Studio Ghibli did you well in the first round. Now you're doing A24 horror. How do you feel about that? Like, is that something you're big on?
It's something that I like. There's a ton of A24 horror movies that I just love. Like I watched a lot of them, and I just hopefully I'll be okay. I don't know how tough these questions are going to be, but I'm definitely testing my luck here.
All right.
I have complete faith in you, Matthew. I think you're up for the challenge. I think that you can give anyone in this tournament a run for their money, and I think that I think your biggest block right now is just you. So I think you just gotta get out of your own head, and I think you can really do a tear in this tournament. So just focus in on this match and just try to get that W. I have complete faith in you that you can come out with the win.
All right, some inspiring words, but I'm gonna drop you guys backstage briefly and bring on your opponent, Caleb Little Boatman, and Cody's favorite person, Jack Pinchuk. How's it going, guys?
Good.
Jack, you should think about changing your nickname to Cody's favorite person, Jack Pinchuk. I'm gonna throw that out.
It's something that that I would do if I wasn't scared shitless of Cody. No.
But enough about inside jokes. Caleb, it's your first time appearing here in TLU. We're happy to have you. How are you feeling about this, the new format, and your opponent today?
I can't remember if we said if I'm supposed to be doing a character here where I'm like the evil version of Boatman. So we'll say I'm not, but then maybe in the next thing I might be doing that. We'll see. We'll put a pin on that because I can't remember because of Darkest Timeline. Whatever. Anyway, Matthew's an adorable person. I love Matthew. I get lost in his eyes. I love Matthew. So this will be fun. And it's a new place, new format, and anything can happen.
Yeah.
Now,
absolutely.
are you afraid? Oh, I'm sorry, Jack. Go ahead. Yeah.
No, go ahead.
No, I was going to be a dumbass joke. Go for it.
Oh yeah, no. I was just saying, Matthew's a great player. We never take him lightly. He's got a lot of trivia knowledge. But Caleb Boatman, there's only one person like you. Now go win this.
And, I always mention the strengths. You picked movies directed by Albert Brooks. I think that's not a surprise to many people in the community. But speak a little bit about that, Caleb. How'd you come to that decision?
I'm me.
Fair enough. All right. So we're going to do
all words.
Drop Jack backstage and bring Matthew back on. And then we'll discuss how exactly round 1 works, guys. We do things a little bit differently here at TLU. Round 1 is a speed round, so hopefully you have numbered your boards 1 through 8. I'm going to ask you 8 questions. We'll go back and forth between Bill and I. 8 questions in 8 different categories. They are the categories you guys drafted for the wheel in round 2. So you'll also get a 1-point question in each of your strengths mixed in there as well. Ask a question, 10 seconds. Bill asks a question, 10 seconds until we've asked all 8. At the end of those 10 seconds, if you guys choose to burn one of your 3 repeats, you can. We will add 20 seconds to the clock, and you can ask for repeats during that time. You will get 3 repeats of the challenge throughout the course of the match. Any questions before we get started?
No.
Okay. Then I will start with your first question, which comes in the category of movie release dates. What year saw the release of Hot Shots and fried green tomatoes.
One of these movies is good as hell. The other one is Hot Shots.
You're not a big fan of Charlie
They're
Sheen?
both actually. No, they're actually both really good. I love Charlie Sheen. All right, your second question will come in the strength category of Albert Brooks directed. How does Daniel die in Defending Your Life?
How specific?
General.
General answer.
Your third question comes in the category of the 1980s. In Full Metal Jacket, what is displayed on the pin that Joker attaches to his uniform? One of my favorite
movies. Hilarious film. Top 10 comedy all the time. So funny.
Yeah, the first hour, yes.
Yeah. Then it gets a little awkward. Your next question will come in the category of musicals. What musical features the songs Easy Street, Maybe, and You're Never Fully Dressed Without a Smile? Last song sounds a little misogynistic, I'm just saying. So,
yeah, I don't know who that's directed towards, but it could definitely be problematic.
I mean, depending on who you're saying that shit to, yeah. So.
Yeah. Your next question comes in the category of recent releases. What is the former profession of Leonard, the leader of the Doomsayers in Knock at the Cabin?
So this movie kind of sucked.
You know, I liked it for just reasons. I have reasons, which I'll get into at another time.
No, that's totally fine. I just was like, whatever. So, your next question will come in the other strength category of A24 horror. Who plays the co-host of Wallace's podcast, Teddy, in Tusk? Never saw it. Looked bad.
You're not missing a ton.
Yeah, late stage Kevin Smith is pretty much like that. Yeah.
Next category is the 1970s. What U.S. city does Jonathan E.'s team represent in Rollerball?
I forgot there was one in the 70s. There was a Rollerball from the 70s. I've only ever seen the
the
remake
original.
with Pauly Dangerously. So he's in it. Look it up. All right. And then your final question in the round will come in the category of the 2010s. And it is simply, who directed 2011's Drive? Banger film. Banger film.
And your chance to use a repeat is ending in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. End of the round, pens down. We'll start by just looking at Matt's answers first. So we'll just go over your answers. Go ahead.
Okay.
So 1993, car accident, grenade, hair. What is that? A doctor. Okay. Haley Joel Osment, Los Angeles, and Nicholas Winding Refn. Okay. Thank you. And vote.
Should I read them or just?
You can read them. Go ahead.
Yeah, my handwriting's atrocious, so that'll probably be helpful. 1991 car/bus accident, because both are involved. 3, a peace sign. 4, Annie. 5, Pastor. 6, Haley Joel Osment. 7, Houston, and 8, Nicholas Winding Refn.
Okay. At the end of round 1, I have Caleb with a score of 7 and Matt with 3. Is that what you have, Bill?
That's exactly what I have.
Let's go over the answers. 1991 is the year Fried Green Tomatoes and Hot Shots. Kind of car accident as the thing that killed Daniel in Defending Your Life. The button on Joker's uniform does have a peace sign on it. Annie, those songs are from Annie. Dave Bautista's character is a second grade teacher, but teacher is fine. Haley Joel Osment is the co-host of the podcast. Houston is the team in Rollerball, and Nicholas Winding Refn did, in fact, direct Drive. That being said, Caleb, you are in the lead going into the wheel round, so we will bring in your manager. But would you like to go first or second in this round?
We'll defer.
Yeah, I think we can defer. Great round 1, by the way.
Thanks.
All right.
He didn't even
That
get
might be the highest round one we've got so far. So that is kudos.
That was, you were almost the first perfect round. So
yeah. So we're going to remove Jack. We're going to bring in Joe. And we'll also bring in the wheel. The wheel today, categories. You want to read those off, Bill? Because I think you got it on your screen.
Yep, I do. All right. Let me know when it shows up in your end. I'm still a little laggy here.
We see it. So yeah, we obviously have the strength categories of
Got
A24
it. Directed by
horror.
Albert Brooks.
Yep.
And A24 horror. There is also recent releases, movie release dates, musicals, the 1980s, the 2010s, the 1970s, and of course, spinners and opponent's choice. So,
with that being said, Matthew, we're going to give you your first spin.
Okay.
There it is. And
Movie release date. Do you want to keep that or spin again?
I think I should probably spin again.
Yeah, if you feel more comfortable with what's left on the wheel, definitely go ahead and spin again.
Yeah, I'll spin again.
it's happening.
And the category you are going to have is looks like maybe the 70s.
Okay.
The 1970s. Now, Bill, we were both alive in the 70s, so we don't have to make a joke about it.
Yeah.
But would you prefer to read them or do you want me to read them?
I'll let you choose. Yeah.
You got this. Just work through the questions, man.
How about you read these in the event that I can maybe read horror questions later?
That's totally fine. So,
Yeah.
All right. Let's give a sec here. All right. I'm sorry. Everything's taking forever on my end. I'm just going to make sure everybody's out. There we go.
Well, yeah, there we go.
All right, cool. Matthew, if you're ready for your questions in the category of the 1970s.
All right, let's hear it.
Cool. Your first question. What New York City neighborhood do the titular gang call home in The Warriors? Getting the answer in 5, 4, 3,
Multiple choice.
2. All right, your multiple choice options are A, Tribeca, B, Flushing, C, Washington Heights, or D, Coney Island.
D.
D is correct for 1 point. All right, your second question. What was Wes Craven's directorial debut? And 5, 4.
Multiple
3.
choice.
All right, your multiple choice options are A, The Hills of Eyes, B, I Spit on Your Grave, C, The Last House on the Left, or D, The Wizard of Gore.
A.
A is incorrect. Boatman, chance for a 1 point steal. Your options are A, The Hills of Eyes, B, I Spit on Your Grave, C, The Last House on the Left, or D, The Wizard of Gore.
C.
C is correct for the 1 point steal. All right. Your third question. Who plays Governor William J. Lepedime in Blazing Saddles?
Mel Brooks.
That is correct for 2 points. All right. Your next question. What job does Tony's brother Frank have in Saturday Night Fever?
Multiple choice.
All right. Your multiple choice options are A, police officer, B, priest, C, firefighter, or D, stockbroker.
B.
B is correct for 1 point. All right. And your final question. What special forces unit is Mike trained to be a part of in The Deer Hunter?
Multiple choice.
All right. Your multiple choice options are A, Army Rangers, B, Navy SEALs, C, Delta Force, or D, Green Berets.
D.
D is correct for 1 point. Tie game.
All right.
So,
We'll bring that wheel back and we'll bring Jack back.
all right.
All right. Caleb, are you ready for your first spin?
Yeah.
Sorry, it is. I gotta get this fixed. So, do you guys see the wheel? Has it showed up yet when you're in?
It's there.
Yeah.
It's there. We can see it.
There we go. All right. Sorry. I don't know why this is being buggy. So, spit is away.
And looks like you're getting movie release dates too. Do you want to keep that or spin again?
Yeah, I think we'll keep that.
I think
All right.
so. Take your time, multiple choice if you need it. You got this.
All right.
All right. I'm actually going to stop sharing this, so maybe everything will speed up a little bit for me. There we go.
All right. I'll read you your questions in movie release dates.
Right?
Your first question: how many years separate the release of The Santa Claus and The Santa Claus 3: The Escape Clause?
$12.
That is correct for 2 points. Your second question: besides the year 1984, what other year saw releases in films of all of these franchises? Star Trek, Beverly Hills Cop, and The Karate Kid. Five, four, three.
1994.
That is correct for 2 points.
Tried to stump me with the next Karate Kid in the movie.
It's technically on that Wikipedia franchise.
Yeah.
Yes. Your third question: what was the first year where we saw the release of more than one film by Steven Spielberg? Five, four, three.
1989.
That is correct for 2 points. Your fourth question: how many James Bond films were released in the 1970s? Five, four, three, two.
5.
That is correct for 2 points. Your final question: what year saw the release of the original The Day the Earth Stood Still?
1951.
We're a clean sweep of the round. That brings us to the mastery round. I have Boat ahead by 10 points. So, Matthew, you're going to need to go perfect to kick it over to Caleb. Are you ready for your questions
Okay,
in A24 horror?
let's hear them.
All right. Just so I get to ask some horror questions. Do you mind, Bill, if I take these? I think I have to ask him this question.
You have to anyway. It's by
That
law.
worked out perfectly.
It's a federal law. You have to take them.
You're right. And so for the FCC watching, I'm sorry for your question. All right, your first question. Who plays Bobby Lynn in X?
Brittany Snow.
For 2 points. Your 3-point question. What is Reg Speak's specific profession in Fabric? Five, four, three.
Repeat the question.
Your first repeat. What is Reg Speak's specific profession in Fabric? Five, four, three, two.
Repeat.
Your second repeat. What is Reg Speak's specific profession in Fabric? In 5, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat.
That's your final repeat. What is Reg Speaks' specific profession in fabric? Five, 4, 3, 2.
Mechanic. I don't.
And your winner by way of TKO, Caleb Boatman. He is a washing machine repair person. So close. Yeah,
Okay.
you're in the right ballpark, just not the right part of the ballpark.
Mhm.
That being said, we'll drop Caleb backstage briefly, and we'll bring Joe back in. Matthew, just it's just a matter of that round two. Just Caleb coming in so confident, movie release dates. You picking a category that maybe just average knowledge about. Your thoughts?
Yeah, I think definitely got unlucky on the wheel there. As I obviously like round one, Boatman definitely like scored, made a big difference, I think, as well. And then in round three, In Fabric is one of the 4 A24 horror movies that I haven't gotten to yet, and so I knew like it was in there somewhere. It just couldn't pull.
If you like menstruating mannequins, you're gonna love it.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, you heard me.
Check it out.
Check it out.
Get in the comments.
All right. Go ahead, Joe.
Yeah, I think Boatman played a hell of a game. He made us have to play catch up, and despite Matthew's best efforts, just wasn't able to catch up in the end. It's how it goes sometimes. But I think Matthew is still going to have a great season ahead of him. I think him and Alex are going to do really well in teams. We saw how Alex performed in round one as well. So we know that both Matthew and Alex are good players. Excited to see what they do in their singles career, but also really excited to see what they do in teams coming up. Yeah, it's a tough loss to go out early in a tournament, but I think if anything, it's just going to light a fire under us to work harder, improve our game, and just come back stronger.
All right, there you have it. That's Matt and Joe. We'll see you before you know it. We're gonna get this thing rolling. Be tons of matches before you know it, guys. We'll see you soon. And we'll bring on Jack. You didn't get insulted much today. That's great. But more importantly, Caleb, you won. How you feeling?
Good. When I saw Matthew put down his strength of A24 horror, I was like, that is a category that whoever has to answer questions on it is probably going to be in for a rough time. And I kind of knew that with how I had a feeling that round 3 was probably going to go about the way it went, just because I knew that those questions were probably going to be tough, as they should be. And so I feel bad for Matthew on that. But yeah, no, I feel really good about how I played. Of course, the wheel went my way, but even round 1, I was a little nervous when I was told about the round 1 change, and I didn't need to be as nervous as I was. So yeah.
I think a lot of people crack under that pressure, but you, if you were nervous, I absolutely could not tell. So that is a testament to you, Mr. Boatman.
Thank you.
If I can call you that. I don't know if your dad is Mr. Boatman, but you're Mr. Boatman here.
That's fine. Yeah. I don't really care. I when I get called Mr. Boatman, I think of my 8th grade math teacher who would always call me Mr. Boatman.
Well, I'm in good company, I hope. Jack, your thoughts today?
Boatman played a hell of a match, almost going perfect in round 1. He's, I think, the highest scoring person in round 1 right now. Sweeping his release dates questions in round 2. I'm really proud of Boatman. He played a hell of a match today, and very deserved win. Matthew, we love you. We're sorry, but we mean to win this tournament.
I will quickly say, on the release date thing, I got a little nervous when I kept it, just because movie release dates isn't in Melee anymore. So I had not been really taking mental note of movie release dates. So I was very happy that I did as well as I did in that, because that was something I hadn't really been thinking about in a while.
You took your time, and you obviously nothing tripped you up. You not that we were trying to throw curveballs at you, but you.
No, they were. I think they were tougher questions, though. They were good. They were questions of that's a good question. Why did I never write that? So those. I like those questions a lot. Those are good questions.
Try to mix them up for you. We tried to mix them up.
Yeah.
That's high praise.
Thank you. As the head writer here, I appreciate it. I'm going to take that. I'm going to put a note on my wall. Caleb likes it. And I'm gonna look at it every day.
Put it on your refrigerator.
I'm gonna put it every day. I'm gonna look at whenever I'm feeling down. I'm gonna look at it. I'm like, you know what? I did something right in the world. So thank you for that. I appreciate it. But with that being said, we are going to drop you guys backstage and close it out. We appreciate you guys.
Well, do we want to let them know?
Oh, let's take a quick look and see who
you guys go into the next round. You should probably want to know who you're going to play.
Yeah, you're going to get the winner of Bill right here and Cameron Holtzman. So, any thoughts on
that? So if it's Bill, that would be very fun. Because Bill and I, Bill had, I think, one of his biggest victories was against me in one of the first Ontel matches.
Literally, no one bet on me winning that. Just so we're clear.
So it would be fun to play Bill, but I think me versus Holtzman is a match that we've seen a lot, but I think in this league, Holtzman has, I think, probably the biggest upper hand that he has over any other league because it plays to a lot of Holtzman's strengths. So it's basically Holtzman and I are teammates here, are going to be teammates here. It's basically I'm going to say it. I think it's basically whoever wins that match wins the turn. I think that's your tournament championship right here.
I would agree with that.
All right.
Bold words.
Bold words, definitely. But with that, I'm going to leave it at that. And we're going to put him backstage. So, like I said, Caleb came out and just tore it up today. Tough to come back from that.
Took a lead and didn't let it go. Jack is correct. I believe he is the highest scoring round one we've had so far.
Yep.
So
I think it was 6.
Now perfect.
Yeah.
So hats off. So that's a fun little stat to have in your hat. So
yeah. Everybody, that's the bar. Everybody, you got to beat that.
That's Andrew.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah, my eldest. I always shout out to him. Yes. Anyway, that being said, a great match. Hope you liked it. If you do like it, subscribe. There's plenty of other cool shit on the video store. Buy their shit.
We are contractually obligated. Our landlords will make us say buy your shit.
True. And they're vicious. I don't know if you ever had a private chat with Nazario. That guy's mean. He's mean to you. So you have to be I have to make sure I say.
He's been nothing nice to me. Yeah. Bought me a horse.
Oh, God. Ridiculous. Did they buy you the horse, or did they just send the horse full of bacon and take the horse back?
It could have been a little bit of the latter. Yeah.
Okay, just making sure. All right.
Yeah.
That being said, Bill, say your famous closing line.
Well, on behalf of me, John, Matthew, Boatman, Jack, and Joe, this has been Trivia League Unlimited. And as always, where is it? The hell is my mouse? Here it is. Hit the button, Frank.